In a dynamic clash, Wolverine lunges forward, claws extended, fury etched on her face, while Daredevil, masked and ready, brandishes her own weapons behind her. Their combined assault is directed at suited figures who react with shouts and shock as the two heroes disrupt the scene. Inside a parked van, a young man sits, looking unwell, as an older man gives him another dose of something. As the young man walks away, the older man reflects on the need to remind people how dangerous mutants are, mentioning that a mutant with a name like Balm will make a big splash, instructing him to do what he needs to do. Laura reflects on being resurrected with a full adamantium skeleton, a change that initially made swimming difficult. Elektra urges Laura to wake up, and they help a wounded Anthony, reassuring Laura that he will be fine. Elektra insists they need to move to avoid Mayor Cage, emphasizing the need to get Laura to safety. Mayor K surveys the chaotic scene with fire trucks and emergency personnel responding to a large crater. He acknowledges that being mayor isn't easy. Firefighters report a cordon from Worth Street to White Street and request reinforcements to treat the wounded. Kay assures them that he will provide everything they need. He grimly observes the scene, recognizing the devastation as a mutant mess and expressing his frustration, blaming Wolverine. 18 hours later, in Elektra's loft, Elektra speaks on the phone to Luke Cage, frustrated because she told him and Wolverine to stay away from the protest. She asks about Anthony's condition, learning that he is at St. Vincent's and being handled by the new SHIELD. Laura, still healing, insists on going to St. Vincent's, determined to prevent more mutants from getting hurt, even if she has to heal on the way. At St. Vincent's Hospital, Wolverine leaps into action, and Elektra notes she could have used more rest. Elektra warns Laura to avoid another incident, subtly displaying her knife. They discover that one has already secured Anthony's room and decide to take action, with Elektra stating she has a better idea. On the hospital roof under the moonlight, Elektra teases Laura about needing a Swiss seat for rappelling. They decide to rappel down just 2 floors, with Elektra acknowledging Laura's show-off tendencies with a smile. Inside Anthony's hospital room, Elektra keeps watch from the window while Laura speaks with Anthony, who is in bad shape. Laura notes her concern for Anthony's imminent detonation and her understanding of being used as a weapon. Anthony, upon recognizing Laura, expresses that he didn't mean to hurt anyone. He reveals that a wealthy man named Mr. Temmen handed him over to Esther and his mutant haters. Laura and Elektra press Anthony for information to locate Esther, with Anthony revealing that Esther is from New York. When Anthony mentions seeing a logo on the van, Elektra identifies it as La Patisserie on the Upper East Side. However, Anthony's condition suddenly worsens as he begins coding. As the nurses realize something is wrong, they shout for help. As Elektra and Laura attempt to leave, they are confronted by 2-1 agents. Laura swiftly takes them down, while Elektra expresses feeling terrible about leaving Anthony, emphasizing that they cannot take him with them. The nurse angrily demands that they leave, accusing them of endangering her patient. Laura shouts for her to take care of Anthony before they both flee. As they leap out of the hospital window, Elektra wonders if Esther and his people have fled the city, questioning Wolverine's next move. Elektra assures Laura they have the intel needed and the time to act on it, urging Laura to go ahead. Laura hopes Anthony knows they are doing this for his own good, promising to return and check on him after dealing with Esther. On the Upper East Side under the moonlit sky, Elektra and Wolverine arrive at La Patisserie, the logo Anthony identified, confirming it matches the van. Elektra expresses regret that someone she knew worked there. Wolverine confirms Esther's presence based on a heightened sense of smell, identifying the scent of C4 explosives. Esther confronts Elektra and Wolverine, questioning if they are both mutants while holding a weapon. Elektra warns him not to do anything stupid, while Wolverine presses him about the whereabouts of his cronies, noting that his dead man's switch suggests he is not playing around. Esther proclaims his willingness to die to take out the mutants, stating that all he has to do is release the switch to detonate the explosives. Elektra hurls her weapon at Esther's hand, while Elektra hopes it is fast enough. He grips his gun, hoping not to be blown up again. With a battle cry, Wolverine leaps toward Esther as Elektra's weapon dislodges the detonator from his grasp. Wolverine strikes Esther, determined to keep everyone safe, stating that this action is gonna feel good. Wolverine slashes Esther, declaring she won't kill him, but he'll feel it. As Esther cries out in pain, Wolverine asserts that people like him have done enough to mutants and won't have the chance to do it anymore. Elektra retrieves the detonator after incapacitating him. Later, as Esther is taken away by the police, he declares that mutants will be wiped from the earth. Wolverine and Elektra, standing on a rooftop, are thanked by an officer for their help. As Wolverine broods over past events, Elektra remarks, "The past is littered with blood, our blood or the blood of someone else." Elektra reflects positively on Laura as Elektra swings away. Later, in Logan's safe house in Turtle Bay, Laura reflects on the day's events while finally eating a decent meal. She mentions that one had already moved Anthony and wonders about the agency's deal and who is running it. As she finishes her meal, she notices the smell of Old Man aftershave. A hooded figure bursts into the room, declaring that interrupting Laura's meal won't go well for him. As he steps inside, Laura clings to the ceiling, claws extended, surprising the hooded figure. Laura slams the hooded figure against the wall, noting his strength. As he turns on the lights, Laura demands to know his purpose. The hooded figure responds that he has heard about the work she has been doing and could use her help, but Laura declares she isn't looking to start a revolution. The hooded figure reveals himself to be Bucky Barnes, aka the Revolution, suggesting that she would be surprised by how much fun a revolution can be. Thanks for tuning in. Stay curious, stay awesome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more amazing content.